Hello dear students, today we will continue with our chapter Man's Relationship with Animals. We will just take a short recap of what we learned. We learned that this is a story of a place named Montreal in Canada. Who is Père Dupin? Père Dupin is the person who has his horse who is named Joseph, and they deliver milk together. They are having a splendid combination because they help each other and they guide each other and they grew old together. So now we will continue with the rest of the story. Hey Père, Zacchaeus laughed. Maybe you have got the gout. Hey. Yes, Zacchaeus replied. Père uncertainly, but as one grows old, legs get tired. You should teach the horse to place the milk bottles at the front door of your customers, Zacchaeus said to him. He does everything else for you. One morning, the manager of the milk company came to inspect the early morning deliveries. Pointing out to Père, Zacchaeus said to him, Watch how he talks to that horse whom he calls Joseph. See the look in the horse's eyes. I think these two share a secret. Sometimes they seem to chuckle at us as they go off on their route in the morning. Père is a good man, but he is getting old. Don't you think he should be retired and given a small pension? Now what's happening is that when Père came, so he was having pain in his joints, means in his legs. So he was not walking properly. Okay, so the manager asked him that why don't you teach Joseph how to take your deliveries and keep them in front of the door of your customers. So Zacchaeus also said him he does everything else for you. So one morning the manager of the milk company came to inspect the early morning deliveries. Okay, so what did the Zacchaeus told him was that Père is not able to walk properly and they are all happy together. Look how they chuckle at us when they go for their morning delivery. So Père is a good man, but he's getting very old. So don't you think he should get retired and get a small pension? This is what he told the manager. Of course, said the manager. He has been on this route now for 30 years and not even once has there been a complaint against him. Tell him it is time he should rest. His salary will go on just the same. But Père refused to retire. He could not bear the thought of not driving his Joseph every day. He said to Zacchaeus, We are two old men, Joseph and I. Let us wear out together. When Joseph is ready to retire, then I too will leave. Zacchaeus, who was a kind man, understood there was something about Père and Joseph which made a man smile tenderly. It was as though each drew some hidden strength from the other. When Père was sitting in his seat and when Joseph was hitched to the wagon, neither seemed old, but when they finished their work, Père would limp down the street, seeming very old indeed. The horse's head would also drop and he would walk very warily to his stall. So now what's happening, that the person told him, the manager told him that you should take a leave to Père, but he was not ready. He wanted to do the work, and the manager understood why, because he knew that Pierre and Joseph had something very good bonding, and they had some hidden strength from each other. When Pierre used to sit on the seat, he was very active, but when they finished their work, they used to get tired, and the horse also would drop his head and he would walk very wearily to his stall. Then one morning, Zacchaeus had a dreadful news for Pierre. He said, Pierre, Joseph did not wake this morning. He was very old. Pierre, you know he was 25, and that is like 75 for men. Yes, Pierre said slowly, I am 75. Now I shall never see him again. My poor Joseph. Zacchaeus patted Pierre on the shoulder. We'll find another horse just as good as Joseph. Why, in a month's time, you'll teach him your route. We will. But he stopped when he looked into Pierre's eyes. For years, Pierre had worn a heavy cap, the peak of which came low over his eyes. Now, when Zacchaeus looked into Pierre's eyes, he saw something which startled him. He saw a dead, lifeless look in them. The eyes were mirroring the grief that was in Pierre's heart and in his soul. It was as though his heart and soul had died. Now, what happened one day? Zacchaeus told Pierre that Joseph is not able to wake up. That means Joseph has died. So, he was telling him that he was already 25 years old, and 25 years old means if we take of humans, it becomes 75. And Pierre said, yes, even I am 75 years old. So next, what did he do? He told him that Zacchaeus told Pierre, we will find one another horse and you can teach him the same things. So when he saw into Pierre's eyes, they were all dead, like totally dead. Take today off, Pierre, Zacchaeus said. But before Zacchaeus could complete his sentence, Pierre was already limping down the street. Tears were streaming down his cheeks and he was sobbing. There was a warning yell from the driver of a huge truck that was coming fast, and there was the scream of brakes. But it appeared that Pierre had heard neither. 5 minutes later, an ambulance doctor said, he's dead. Zacchaeus and several of the milk wagon drivers had arrived. By then, they looked down at the still figure. I couldn't help it, the driver of the truck protested. He walked right into my truck. He never saw it, I guess. He walked into it as though he were blind. The ambulance doctor bent down. Blind, he said, looking into Pierre's eyes. Of course, the man was blind. See those cataracts? This man has been blind for 5 years. Then he turned to Zacchaeus and said, you say he worked for you? Didn't you know he was blind? No, Zacchaeus said softly. None of us knew. there was only one who knew, a friend of his named Joseph. It was a secret, I think, just between those two. So now what is happening? When he comes to know about the news, he goes, and on the road when he is walking, he didn't see a truck, and when the ambulance came, the doctor said he is dead. Who is dead? The pair is dead. So now what is happening? The truck driver is saying, I think he was blind, that's why he didn't see me coming. I even shouted. And the doctor bent down. He saw in his eyes and he told, yes, he is obviously blind. So when he asks Zacchaeus, didn't you know he used to work for you, so he was blind? Zacchaeus said softly, no, none of us know, but his friend named Joseph knew, and maybe it was a secret between them. So for 5 years, no one knew that Per was blind, but who used to help him? Joseph used to help him, and never somebody knew that or they realized that he was blind. So this is the story of Joseph and Per. Students, I hope you understood the chapter, and you need to write down the glossary in your classwork. And if you have any doubt regarding anything, you can come to school on Saturday.